What's going on with my YouTube family and what's happening with my YouTube savages? Happy Mother's Day, guys. It is an absolutely beautiful day out here. I wish it was a little bit warmer, honestly. Got a nice doobie twisted up here. Already kind of lit it. Got a little excited and ahead of myself, savages. I seen that sun coming out there and I was like, perfect time for a fucking video. I didn't upload yesterday, guys. Took kind of like a day off, if you will. Just until we get these points reset on Tuesday, guys, and I actually have some more Ohio content coming at you guys. I'm sure some of the savages are ready to see that. We did the best we could the last 2 weeks, guys, but if I must say so myself, the flour that I've had the last 2 weeks on the channel has been absolutely bomb. This is some of that Skittles, guys. Out of all four of them, this one was my favorite. Second place is probably going to be lemon cherry gelato. Third place is probably going to be the gelato 41, and fourth place is going to be the gelati, guys. The gelati was good. All of it was good, don't get me wrong, but this stuff just burns so much whiter than the other ones, guys. It's like chalk. So definitely can't be giving all of them the same type score, right? Here we go. Now the sun's coming up, peeking up. Man, I was trying to find this hat for the last like 3 days, guys. It's like the only toboggan I have left. I definitely need to buy some new winter stuff before next winter. So, what are my savages planning on doing today for Mother's Day, guys? Anybody gonna be rolling up nice fatty, smoke it with Mom Dukes? The savage's mom hates weed, guys. Hates the smell of it, hates everything about it. So it just is what it is, guys. Me personally, got my girl coming over here in a couple of hours, guys, with the kids. Gonna be enjoying some hamburgers, some hot dogs. Gonna be grilling out if I can get this grill to fucking work, guys. Gonna be having an absolutely chill fucking day. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy your Mother's Day. This week on the channel, guys, it's still fairly early. Just got up about an hour ago and we're already roasting one. But really excited for this week, guys. Like I said, getting those points reset Tuesday. Probably won't be seeing a new review until Wednesday after I get off work. Either Wednesday or Thursday, guys. Honestly, really going to be shooting for Wednesday. Especially, I'm ready to go now. So by then, guys, I'm sure the Savage will really be ready to kick down the doors of the Botanist or the Citizen. I'm actually probably going to be going to the Citizen, guys. First trip back to the dispensary. Just because I've got a pretty good relationship with a few of the bud tenders there. I haven't seen those guys in a few weeks. I miss them. They always have nice stuff to say to the Savage when I come in. If you guys try anything that I review, especially from Clutch Cannabis, let them know the Savage sent you guys. Absolutely couldn't hurt, right? So, on this one, about halfway down the doobie here, guys. This is what all weed should strive to look like on the burn. It is absolutely white. There's barely any gray or black ash in here whatsoever. Wouldn't call this one peppery. I'd say that is white as fucking sidewalk chalk. And this stuff gets you pretty baked as well, guys, for a hybrid. I'd say it's a pretty even 50-50 sativa indica mixture. It gives me a slight uplifting feeling like a sativa would, but at the same time, behind the eyeballs and in the body, this is getting me a real nice, relaxed feeling. Burned through about a half ounce of this stuff, guys, the Zittles, in like 3 days. I really liked this stuff. Probably got like an eighth of it left. This stuff is fire, honestly. If I were to get my points back this week, I'd probably go ahead and scoop up at least half of this stuff. Look at that, guys. Oh, I wish you savages were here right now to taste this one. The Zittles, making me want to try Superflux's Gelato Zittles cake. I always see that stuff on the menu. I can't believe I haven't tried it by now. But from what I've tried Superflux's flour in the past, it just did not justify those price points, man. They are some of the more expensive flower in the program, guys, honestly. Upwards of like $40 to $50 for the 10th. Clutch cannabis ain't even that expensive, guys, really. Especially at the Citizen. If you guys didn't know, by the way, if you want to get anything Clutch cannabis related, you're always going to be better off to go to their main store, the Citizen off Cherry Avenue. They also have a location in Lorraine. We don't live up there, guys. I'm in Canton, so I always go to the Cherry Avenue spot. But everything Clutch Cannabis is always going to be cheaper going to their store directly. So the flower is like $36 plus tax, so you can actually get their tents under $40. Whereas like if I was to go to the Botanist, which is actually closer to me, unfortunately, which is why I go there sometimes over the Citizen, because it's like 5 minutes away from where I live, guys. But they charge $40 plus tax on the Clutch's flower, so you're paying a good extra $7, $8, and then the pods, man, they're charging $35 plus tax on the CO2 and distillate pods. They haven't converted the price at the Citizen yet, guys. Honestly, I'm hoping that was like a tactic to drive more sale revenue at the Citizen, because I ain't trying to pay $35 plus tax for the CO2 pods. They are absolutely divine, guys. They're delicious. They smack. They get you fucking faded. But I'm so used to paying $20 to $25. I think if they want to raise the price, I think a nice middle ground would be $30, 30 plus tax. I wouldn't be bitching too bad about paying that, guys. The quality's there. Those things have gotten even better. If you checked out that Heat Locker review, guys, the last pod that I did, that shit looks like they're distillate, guys. And I'm telling you, I've had so many of those things by now, I can tell. The ice cream cake cartridge before that was kind of similar. It was really clean looking as well. But this one, guys, the Heat Locker, if you would have just put that in front of me and asked me what kind of oil it was, I probably would have said distillate, either disty or live resin. It did not look like CO2 oil. Usually the full spec pods and carts, especially from Clutch, have like a dark orange amberish color. Some of them are so dark it almost looks light brown, okay? It did not, usually does not look like that one did, guys. And if they all start coming out looking like that, might have to circle back to a couple of the ones that we've already tried, because they might be better now. And especially on that new battery, guys. That thing is such a wicked game changer. If you have not picked that thing up yet and you do the luster pods on a regular basis, which I think most of the people in Ohio's program do fuck with the luster pods, guys. It's something unique to us. Obviously, like Ohio's own version of the Stizzy pods, guys, are plug and plays from like Michigan, California. It'd be really interesting to know which one came first. Obviously, probably not Ohio's, right? But the luster pod's been around ever since I first got into this program, like over 2 years ago. So it's definitely been around for a while. I will say this, when I first got into the program, guys, the pods were so fucking mad expensive. It was like $50 to $60 for a distillate pod in CO2, and then you range, if I remember correctly, it was more expensive for live resin, but the jump in price was not as huge as it is now. Right now, the live resin pods are pretty much like twice the amount of money as the distillate in CO2, but they used to be only like an extra $10 because they used to charge like $50 to $55 for the CO2 pods, guys. So I do remember those dark times, so we can't get too spoiled, even if they do charge $30, $35. Those pods are really good, guys. If you're going to get a pen, you're just better off to go with that. I am going to be trying some of the other brands really soon, the next few weeks especially. You guys are going to see a shitload of variety on the channel, especially stuff that I've never tried before. Talking brands, guys. Brands like the Standard Wellness. Going to be bringing them on the channel. Woodward's probably going to be making an appearance on the channel. Some of the most expensive stuff in Ohio's program, guys. And honestly, I've only ever tried one batch of flour from Woodward. I've heard great things, especially recently. For that price, they better come swinging. There's a couple that I actually do want to try, so that's probably going to be coming soon, guys. What else? Obviously, the new drops from Clutch, some more Columbia Care, some more Buckeye Relief, some more concentrate reviews as well, because me personally, not just for the channel, guys, on my own time, I haven't tried a lot of the other brands, their concentrates. I've really only tried Clutch's concentrates, with be it live resin, live rosin, or live batter. I haven't tried any other company, because honestly their stuff just always gets it done. But I am really interested in checking out some of Revel's stuff, R-E-V-E-L. That company is the only company I go to when I want to get a RSO syringe. Great quality on those guys, so it'd be really nice to try out maybe one of their temple balls. I've never had a hash temple ball ever, but they look intriguing. They look pretty cool, actually, just like a big ball of batter, really what it looks like. They did just drop live hash rosin, bubble hash of that Zazul Clutch Cannabis. I have not tried the batter yet, so I'm probably going to do that first, but they haven't come out with any new strains of the ice bubble hash, guys, since they first dropped those, so I might eventually actually check that out too. I need to get a whole new dab rig, because the way it stands right now, if I want to take a dab, I'd have to buy another new tip for my Seahorse. Long story, guys. To make it short, though, I fucked up the tip already. We've only had that one for like 2 weeks. I don't even know if I'm the one that did it, but I'm just taking responsibility for it. So I either need to spend another like $13 for a tip, or just take some of my loyalty points and spring for a new. I'm thinking about the Puffco Plus, which is like the cheapest option Puffco wise at the Citizen. It's like it looks like a 510 thread vape battery, which you can put cards on it, but it's actually like a mobile dabbing device, guys. Kind of like a G-Pen for concentrates. And from Puffco, I've only ever heard good things about that company, so hopefully that's a good device. It's only like $90. I've got like what, $50, $60 loyalty credit, so I wouldn't have to pay too much to get that puppy. It's either that or we're getting a bong, guys, and we're gonna get the bong fitted for concentrates and flower, because I've really been wanting a bong too, so that I'm not just smoking joints all the time, guys. You would not believe how fast I run through flower smoking this way, even though I love my doobies, guys. This stuff gets expensive sometimes, savages, as I'm sure you know. Also, maybe going to be picking up some hemp wick to try out too, guys. After some of the savages were leaving some comments on the recent videos about it, if it changes the flavor that much, even on Doobie, see, for whatever reason, I always thought that hemp wick was just for pipes and bowls and bongs. But duh, why wouldn't you be able to light a Doobie with hemp wick? So, probably going to be trying that out too. Going to be going to the hippie house sometime this week. Probably not till my day off, those savages, so that'll be at the end of the week. Most of this new content this week is going to be towards the tail end of the week, because I have to work on Friday this week, guys, and I'm not going to be able to go to the dispo until Wednesday at the earliest. So I'm sure you guys will see something that day, but some of the I mean, we got to figure out what drops we're even picking up this week in the first place. I know a couple things that I want to get for sure, but you guys know how it goes. When you go to the dispensary, they might have what you want, they might not, especially Clutch. Some of their stuff is so small batch. I just hope and pray I can get one of the permanent marker and one jar of that Perp 43, because I have to review that for you guys and I really want to try it. I don't know if you guys check the website out too often on thecitizen.com, but if you click on the Perp 43 flower, it's claiming that the fucking flower has over 5% terp, which is absolutely fucking insane, guys. Some of the concentrates hit like 5-6% terp. Just to put that into perspective, most of Clutch's flower, which is already like a cut above most of the other stuff in the program, guys, is usually like 2 to 3% terp. That's a pretty big jump in terp profile. So I'm expecting that stuff to taste pretty wicked. The Orange 43, the original, actually has like 6% terp. That's a very tasty flower as well. So maybe that's why, if a lot of the Orange 43 is creeping through on that flower as well, which from that pod, honestly, like the first half of that thing tasted a lot like Orange 43, guys. That just orange peel zestiness with that nice, pleasant, almost sweet earthiness combined. That stuff is really fire. We haven't smoked that on the channel yet for you guys either. But the Savage got rambling, guys. As always, this went out. It's a roach anyway. I'm faded. That wasn't even that fat of a Doobie Savages. As you guys could probably see, that Zittles was fucking flames. But I'm excited as fuck to be bringing you guys this content this week. It feels like an absolute eternity since I've done anything local, which is what we're really here for on YouTube, guys, right, is to judge the Ohio stuff. So until then, drop it in the comments what you guys are smoking. I absolutely love seeing that, and I hope you have an absolutely blessed Mother's Day, guys. I know I'm gonna try to have one, and as always, stay savage. I'm fucking baked already, guys. Happy Sunday.